Welcome everyone. Today we're diving into the wonderful world of dog training. Our four-legged friends bring so much joy and companionship into our lives, but they also need guidance to understand how to behave in our world. That's where basic dog commands come in. These simple commands such as sit, stay, lie down, come, and leave it are the building blocks for a well-trained dog. They not only help maintain order in your home but also ensure your furry friend's safety. Imagine your dog running towards a busy road or about to pick up something dangerous. A well-timed command can make a world of difference. Training your dog also strengthens your bond with them. It's a way to communicate, to understand each other better. When you train your dog, you're not just teaching them to obey, you're also teaching them to trust you. And in return, you're learning about your dog's unique personality, their quirks, and what motivates them. A well-trained dog is a joy to be around. They're not just obedient, but they're also confident and secure. They know what's expected of them, and that sense of structure helps them feel safe. Plus, it's pretty impressive when your pooch can show off a few tricks during your afternoon walk, but let's be real. Training a dog is not always a walk in the park. It requires patience, consistency, and lots of positive reinforcement. It's not about dominating your dog or showing them who's boss. It's about teamwork, understanding, and mutual respect. And remember, every dog is unique. What works for one may not work for another, so be prepared to adapt your approach. As we delve into each command, we'll also provide some practical tips and tricks to make the training process smoother. We'll discuss common challenges and how to overcome them. After all, the journey is just as important as the destination. So, are you ready to start training your furry friend? Let's dive into our first command. First up is the sit command, a fundamental part of any dog's training. This basic command is often the first trick taught to a pup, and for good reason. It's not just about teaching your dog to perform a cute trick, it's about setting the groundwork for all future commands and interactions. The sit command is a critical tool in your training toolbox. It's a way to instill discipline, respect, and trust between you and your furry friend. More than that, it's a safety measure. In potentially dangerous situations like near traffic or during encounters with other animals, a well-executed sit command can keep your dog safe. Now let's get into how to train your dog to sit. It's simpler than you might think, and it all starts with a treat. The treat serves as a motivator, a reward for your dog's compliance. Hold the treat in your hand, close enough for your dog to smell but not so close they can grab it. Next, you'll need to get your dog's attention. With the treat in your hand, slowly raise it above your dog's head. As their gaze follows the treat, their bottom should naturally start to lower towards the ground. As soon as they sit, say the command sit in a clear, firm voice, and immediately give them the treat. Remember, it's essential to associate the action with the command and the command with the reward. That's the magic formula for teaching any new trick. It's important to repeat this process several times, ensuring your dog has a chance to understand and learn the command. Don't be discouraged if your dog doesn't nail it right away. Training takes time and every dog learns at their own pace. If you find your dog is struggling, it may help to gently guide them into a sitting position while saying the command, then rewarding them once they're seated. Remember, patience and consistency are key. Practice this command regularly. With time and repetition, your dog will soon be sitting on command like a pro, and that's a win for both of you. Next, we have the stay command, crucial for your dog's safety. This command is an essential part of your dog's training, acting as an invisible leash, keeping them safe in unpredictable environments. A well-mastered stay command can prevent your dog from running into traffic, approaching a dangerous animal, or jumping on guests. So how do we teach our dogs this vital command? It's a process that requires patience, consistency, and a lot of praise. Start by getting your dog's attention. You can do this by simply calling out their name or making a distinctive sound. Once you have their attention, give the stay command in a clear, authoritative tone. Some trainers prefer to use a hand signal along with the command, like an open palm facing the dog. Now, this is where the magic happens. After giving the command, take a few steps back. If your dog stays put, shower them with praises and maybe even a treat. If they move, don't scold them. Instead, go back to your dog, guide them back to their original position, and repeat the command. Remember, the goal is to make your dog associate stay with positive experiences. As your dog gets better at staying, gradually increase the distance between you two and the duration of the stay. It's a game of patience, but your dog's safety is worth every minute spent training. In different situations, the stay command may prove challenging. For For instance, if there are distractions like other dogs or people passing by, it might be tempting for your dog to break their stay. This is normal. Training is not a one-size-fits-all process. It's about understanding your dog's unique personality and adjusting your approach accordingly. For dogs that struggle with distractions, consider starting the stay training in a quiet, familiar environment. Slowly introduce distractions as your dog becomes more comfortable with the command. With practice, your dog will learn to stay even when tempted to move. Remember, consistency is key, so keep practicing, stay patient, and soon your dog will master the stay command, ensuring their safety and your peace of mind. Moving on, let's look at the lie down command. This basic command is more than just a trick to show off to your friends. It's an essential part of creating a well-behaved, obedient, and safe dog. The lie down command is particularly useful in calming an overly excited or anxious dog, helping them to regain control and relax. It's also a great tool for situations where you need your dog to be still, like when you're at the vet's office or dining at a dog-friendly restaurant. So, how do you teach your dog to lie down on command? Well, it's a step-by-step process, and as always, patience and consistency are key. Start with your dog in a sit position. Hold a treat in your hand, close enough for your dog to smell it but not eat it. Now, slowly lower your hand with the treat towards the ground and move it along the ground away from your dog. Your dog should naturally follow the treat with their nose and lie down. As soon as your dog lies down, say the command "lie down" in a clear, firm voice. Immediately reward your dog with the treat and some praise. Remember, timing is crucial here. You want your dog to associate the action of lying down with the command and the reward. Repeat this process a few times each day, gradually increasing the time between the command and the reward. Eventually, your dog should be able to lie down on command without needing a treat every time. If your dog is struggling to understand the command, don't worry. Every dog learns at their own pace. Keep the training sessions short and positive and avoid getting frustrated. With time and practice, your dog will get there. Just remember, the lie down command is not just about getting your dog to perform a trick. It's about creating a safe, controlled environment for both you and your dog. Mastering this command will take some time, but it's worth the effort. Another vital command is come, essential for your dog's safety. This command is crucial in many instances, like when your dog is heading towards danger, or you need to control your pet in a busy area. It's all about ensuring your furry friend's safety by having them return to you swiftly and reliably, no matter the circumstances. Now let's dive into how to teach this command. Start by standing a short distance from your dog. Then, in a clear, upbeat tone, say the command, come. If your dog doesn't respond right away, don't worry. Patience is key. Use a leash if needed to gently guide them towards you. Once your dog comes to you, shower them with praises or give them a treat. This positive reinforcement will help them associate the command with good things, encouraging them to respond faster next time. Gradually increase the distance between you and your dog as they get better at this command. Practice in different environments to ensure they understand and respond to the command in any situation. Remember, always reward your dog when they come to you. It encourages obedience. Finally, we have the leave it command, perfect for preventing unwanted behavior. The leave it command is an essential tool in every dog owner's repertoire. It's not just about teaching your dog manners, it's about keeping them safe. Imagine walking your dog and they spot a chocolate bar on the ground. A tasty treat for them, but potentially dangerous. Training your dog to respond to leave it begins with a reward-based system. You'll need two types of treats, one that's okay and one that's highly desirable. Place the okay treat in your closed hand and present it to your dog. Naturally, they'll try to get it. Firmly but calmly say, leave it. The moment your dog stops trying and pulls away, reward them with the highly desirable treat. Repeat this until your dog starts to understand that leave it means to ignore the first treat. This command can be a lifesaver, preventing your dog from eating something harmful. Now, let's address some common challenges you might face during training. One of the most significant hurdles is dealing with distractions. Dogs, like humans, have a natural curiosity that can sometimes interfere with their focus. To combat this, start your training sessions in a quiet, familiar environment to minimize distractions. As your dog becomes more comfortable with the commands, gradually introduce more distractions to improve their concentration and obedience. Another common issue is stubbornness. If your dog seems unresponsive or resistant to your commands, it might be due to a variety of factors. Maybe your dog isn't motivated by the treats you're using, or perhaps they're just not in the mood for training. The key here is to remain patient and consistent. Try different types of rewards to see what your dog responds to best, and remember to keep training sessions short and enjoyable. It's better to have several short, productive sessions than one long, frustrating one. Now let's talk about some tips for successful training. First and foremost, remember that positive reinforcement is key. Dogs respond well to praise, treats, and affection. When your dog follows a command correctly, make sure to reward them immediately so they associate the action with the positive response. Secondly, consistency is crucial. Use the same commands, gestures, and rewards each time. If you switch up your commands or the way you deliver them, it can confuse your dog and hinder their progress. Lastly, building a strong bond with your dog is a fundamental part of successful training. Spend quality time with your dog outside of training sessions, play with them, take them for walks, and show them love and affection. This bond will not only make training easier but also create a more fulfilling relationship between you and your furry friend. Remember, every dog is unique. What works for one might not work for another. Be patient and keep trying different approaches. With persistence, positivity, and a little patience, you'll be able to teach your dog these essential commands and build a stronger bond with them in the process. Well, we've covered a lot today. From the basics of making your dog sit on command to the more complex leave it command, we've walked through the essentials every dog owner should know. We've understood the importance of each command, how it contributes to your dog's safety and obedience, and the step-by-step process of teaching these commands effectively. Remember, patience is key. Training is an ongoing process, and it's okay if your furry friend doesn't get it right the first time. Keep practicing, stay positive, and soon enough you'll see progress. If you found this video helpful, do give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow dog owners. Don't forget to subscribe for more dog training tips and tricks. In the description below, you'll find links to some recommended training tools and books that can further assist you in this journey. Thank you for watching. Keep practicing these commands, and soon you'll have a well-trained, obedient dog. Until next time, happy training.